hello to all of my chefs that I've already taught cooking classes to and my future chefs that I can't wait to meet in the classroom. Today we are going to make caramel apple cinnamon roll muffins. Your boxes are back here on the counter waiting to be delivered on Wednesday. We're first going to start with our butter. We are going to heat our butter. I have the piano whisk and butter in the pan. We are going to also use the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls or the Cinnabon cinnamon rolls. So I have my oven preheated to bake 400. I like to put some foil on the bottom of the rack because these yummy bubbly caramel cinnamon rolls boil over. So our butter is melting. You will have all the ingredients pre-measured. You will add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You will add your cinnamon sugar. And you will add your salt. While that's melting, we are going to take our sliced apples and we are going to start slicing or dicing. Leave the peel on in small pieces like this. Be careful while you're cutting. Watch all the time that you're cutting. Do not look up. Always look at what you are slicing. You can hear our sauce bubbling. Doesn't that look delicious? I'm going to give that a little stir. Keep it on about medium heat. Break up your brown sugar if necessary. Doesn't that look good? We're making our own caramel sauce here. Did you know that? Okay, so the apples are diced. I diced a few in advance. We're going to add those to our caramel sauce. We're going to let those simmer. So stir them a little bit into the sauce. Everything's pre-measured for you. So the butter you'll put in first, you'll see everything in the bag. And then let's turn that down a little bit because we just want that to simmer. Okay, so I'm gonna move these objects to the sink because we like to clean as we go. You're next going to take your muffin pan. This muffin pan that I'm giving you is a gift to you to add to your collection. Yours will be a larger pan. I'm only gonna do 6 muffins right now. You're going to spray your muffin pan because cinnamon rolls are sticky and they like to stick. You are then going to open your can of cinnamon rolls. Some of you remember in class, go to the part where the foil is, peel, crack, and there you have it. On the bottom of that, you have a little gift, white glaze frosting. Take your cinnamon rolls, and with the cinnamon part down, push it into your pan. You are then going to take your icing container. Using that, let me move this over. We are going to push the cinnamon rolls down. Not too hard. We need room for our caramel apples in here and our streusel. So we've pushed all those down. Okay, now we're waiting for our apples. We can give them another stir. They look good. We don't have to cook them too long. While those are cooking, you're going to take your streusel bag, which is flour and brown sugar. Break that up. It's best to do it in a Ziploc like this. You can get it mixed up perfectly. After you broke that up, you're going to take your melted butter. You're going to add it to the bag. You're then going to seal the bag again. I like to get all the air out. So roll it over, Ziploc it again. And let's start making streusel out of this. This is kind of fun to play with. So you just want to keep mixing it up until it feels pretty much mixed together. You can turn it upside down to get the butter in there. Okay, mine feels good. Now, we're going to open the bag. As you can see, we've made a nice buttery streusel. I'm going to roll the bag down. I'm going to put in 2 spoons, which I've provided to you. That is going to be to put our streusel on top. Okay, well our apples look good. Turn the pan off. Now I am going to get a pot holder because the handles of these pans can be hot. And did you notice how I'm keeping the pan handle inside? If it were on the outside and somebody walked by, your apron could catch it and cause some burn. Okay, so I'm going to use my spoon. I'm going to spoon some apples onto each. Let's divide it all up onto each cinnamon roll muffin. Be careful, this mixture is hot. We've made our own caramel, which is very hot and sticky. So we've divided all of our apples up almost. Delicious. This looks so good. Okay, now it's time for the streusel. We're going to take our streusel. You can use your hands if you want, but I like the spoons. And we're going to put a little streusel on each muffin. This part takes a little bit longer, but just divide it up equally. So let's fast forward. I've divided everything equally because I prepared a pan in advance. I'm going to bring over the muffins that have already been in the oven and cooked. So there's two ways to do this. You can either invert them onto the platter. I put a knife in there also for you like this. So you can either invert them onto the platter upside down. I prefer to serve them face up. You're going to put all of your muffins on here. Now, if you're going to serve them individually right away, you can just put them on an individual plate. It's up to you, timing how you're going to do this. So use this knife, let it cool a little bit. Look at that caramel that's sticking there. To clean this pan, all you have to do is soak it in the sink. It looks like a mess, but it's not too bad. If you have extra caramel pieces like that, add them in there. We're then going to take the icing that came with the cinnamon rolls, take the metal lid off, microwave it for about 10 seconds, drizzle it on, look at that. Who would love that? Now we're going to serve. When I would serve mine, I would take some caramel sauce. My favorite caramel sauce is this one that I get at Boa Vista at Apple Hill. Let's drizzle some caramel sauce. Look at that. If you want to make the plate pretty, drizzle around the outside of the plate. And then you can either use ice cream, vanilla ice cream. What I like is the whipped heavy cream. So what I'm going to do, I'm only going to put it on one. I'm going to add that and serve. Look at this. Who wouldn't love this dessert? I can't wait for all of you to try it, and I will see you next week for our entree. Thank you. Have fun.